Hey y'all, welcome back. We're doing back today and we're rolling on with the compound series. So we're gonna do all compound back exercises. I'm gonna check them out. There's so many compound back exercises, y'all. We're not gonna show you all of them. I'm sure I'm gonna miss some, but I'm gonna show you some of my favorites, some of the best, and then we'll rank them top to bottom. And almost every exercise is a compound exercise for back, except for maybe the exception of one. Stay tuned, we'll go over them all. So there's so many back exercises, so many compound back exercises. I'm gonna show you the one that's possibly an isolation exercise, right? It's a pullover. Pullover is supposed to isolate your lat. It's questionable whether it does or not. It does isolate the lat, but whether you're using your tricep or not is what makes it a compound or an isolation. So this is the closest thing you're gonna get to an isolation move for your back workouts. Pullovers, like so. The idea is to pull right here with your lat. Boom. And it is one joint, it's your shoulder, so it could technically be isolation exercise, but you better believe you're getting some tricep work in there as well. Okay, that's the one isolation move for back. Let's roll on right to the compound moves. We got barbell rows, y'all. Right? So, let me just think of a couple barbell rows off the top of my head, okay? You got overhand barbell rows. You got underhand barbell rows. You got pendulum barbell rows. You got landmine barbell rows. You got T-bar barbell rows. And I'm probably missing a couple other ones. But this is a great exercise. Wonderful exercise for your back. Definitely compound move. I'm gonna show you the overhand version right here. Just like so. Roll it up to your chest, belly button area, and then squeeze your lats right there. Keep the lats engaged as you bring it back down. All right, each one of these rows has a different target. So overhand, you're gonna get a lot of rear delt, a lot of trap. You go underhand, now you're hitting mostly lats and lower lats, like so. Same move, row up, squeeze the back, and then back down slowly, just like so. Make sure you get that max contraction and keep the lats engaged as you bring it back down. All right, those are the two barbell rows we're gonna demonstrate for you today. Just remember, you also have pendulum rows, landmine rows, and T-bar rows, just to name a few. Great exercise, probably one of the best for back. You want back mass, back strength, this is up there. Actually, I'm gonna put it at number 2. I'm about to show you number 1 in a second here. But this is a very close number 2. You want big back, you want big lats, you want big size, start doing barbell rows. All right. Apologies for starting with the number 2 exercise, y'all. Now we're gonna go back and do the number 1 exercise for back mass, back size, and back strength. It's rack pulls. So, it's right in front of the rows, so believe me, barbell rows is a great exercise. This one's just a little bit better. So a rack pull, you wanna set it up so the bar is right above your knee. And basically what you're doing is a top quarter of a deadlift. So it looks like this. Up and squeeze your back. Back down, up, squeeze your back. Now this is a serious compound exercise, y'all. You can see I'm working legs, I'm working glutes, I'm working lower back, upper back, lats, triceps, rear delts, and traps, right? This is a huge exercise, and you can see the range of motion is quite small, right? That's probably not even a foot. You got 6 inches right there, boom. So you can load up the weight on these rack pulls. Right there is literally your range of motion. So get that weight up there. 6 to 10 reps. I mean, we're talking 500-600 pounds, y'all. Push your rack pull weight. It works all those muscles. It puts a load on all those muscles. It's gonna give you more strength and more mass than any other back exercise. Get your rack pulls in, Lift them heavy, 6 to 10 reps. You can do 10. It's too light. Make it heavier. Make your rack pulls heavy if you want to get those gains. All right. After the rows, we got pull downs, right? And a lot like the rows, there's a million different ways to do pull downs. You can do the big bar, the medium bar, the close bar. You can go with individual handles, overhand, underhand, neutral grip, right? There's 100 million different ways to do a pull down. I'm gonna show you my top 3. I really like the individual hands. It gives me free range of motion. I can squeeze more, and it's freer. You know, you've got more range of motion, and you can use your natural range of motion more with the 2 handles. That's why I went with those. So the first one I'll show you is the overhand version. Like so. Start here, stretch the lats out, pull straight down, and squeeze the lats, just like so. Again, with the hands, the hand position, you're gonna get a lot of different targets on your back. So overhand, you're gonna hit rear delts and traps more than you would with the other grips. And if you remember, it's the same way with the barbell. The overhand grip hits more traps and rear delts, right? All right, so let's go to the underhand grip. This one is gonna hit lats more. Again, you go straight up, straight down. This is a compound move because you got shoulders, elbows moving. You got biceps working, you got lats working, you got rear delts working, you got traps working, and a little bit of triceps, yeah? So, another big compound move. Remember, overhand rear delts, underhand lats, just like so. So what's the neutral grip, right? Palms facing each other, just like this. And you're gonna flare your elbows as you bring them down. You could bring them straight down, just like this. That's gonna be another lat move. If you're gonna do that, I recommend just go underhand. I like to flare my elbows out and then squeeze my mid trap right there. So up like so, come down, squeeze your mid and lower trap with the neutral grip. Elbows flare, just like so. It looks like this. And my grip is starting to fatigue here. All right, so neutral grip, overhand, and underhand. They each target a different area of your back. So whatever you want to hit mostly on your back, that's what hand position you take with your pull downs. You also have the option to use bars as well. Excuse me. If you prefer a bar over the handles, go for it. I prefer the handles over the bar. Give it a try, see which one you feel more, which one works better, and then roll with that. All right, after the pull downs, we're going back to rows, y'all. This time it's dumbbell rows. So we're gonna start with a double dumbbell row. There's also a couple ways to do this one, right? Why not? The back's got all kinds of different stuff. It's a different animal than any other body part, right? All right, so if you wanna hit your lats with a double dumbbell row, you bend over just like the barbell, but you keep your neutral grip so your palms face each other, and then you roll them up, just like so. Squeeze your lats at the top. Keep them engaged as you bring it down, just like so. The advantage of dumbbells, you can stretch a little more here and then squeeze a little more here over the barbell. But you're gonna have to lighten your weight up a little bit because it's unilateral. All right, so that's a lat move with the double dumbbell row. So how are we gonna hit rear delts and traps, y'all? Overhand grip. Give yourself a star, whoever said that, you are correct. So same thing, but now we've got the overhand grip and we're gonna flare the elbows out just like so. Now it's a rear delt and a trap exercise. Keep that in mind when you're doing this. You wanna hit lats, turn them this way. You wanna hit rear delts and traps, turn them this way. All right, double dumbbell rows. Guess what's coming after the double dumbbell row? If you said single arm dumbbell rows, you are correct. All right, this is unilateral as well. So if you have a weak side, I would do single arm as opposed to double arm. Get that weak side caught up, then you can do the double arm at the same time, right? All right, so single arm dumbbell rows look like so. You wanna stretch your lat out. So don't pull straight up, straight down like this. Stretch your lat out. Pull like an arc, just like so. Single arm dumbbell rows, you got a little bit more of a stable base because you're supported right here, right? So you can go a heck of a lot heavier, and you can do that range of motion here, as opposed to the double dumbbell row where you're not supported and you're standing. It's gonna be real wonky if you start stretching out like so, right? All right, single arm dumbbell rows. Stretch the lat, squeeze the lat. Stretch, squeeze, just like so. Now, in order for you to see a weak side in your back, you're gonna have to get pictures or video or something. You got one lat bigger than the other. Make sure you fix that. Get your symmetry on point. If need be, one arm dumbbell rows will fix your back, get you straightened out. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this all compound back exercise video up with cable rows. One more compound exercise you can do for back. So, once again, you can pick your handle. I like the 2 free handles right here. I prefer the 2 free handles. I already said why. But you can use a wide bar, skinny bar, medium bar, anything you want on here. I actually do like the wide bar rows. It gives a little bit different feel, but not as much as I like the 2 individual handles, right? All right, so once again, your hand placement is gonna make a difference. So we start with neutral grip here, just like so. And just like on the pull downs, when you get back here, you squeeze your mid and lower traps. That's what the neutral grip is gonna target. So stretch there, come back and squeeze them here. You wanna aim right about at your belly button with your row, and then squeeze your mid and lower traps, right? All right, so that's neutral grip. Underhand. Guess what underhand's gonna target, y'all? The lats. You got it. All right, so in order to get a good rep here, you kind of want to hunch forward, stretch those lats out, and then pull back and squeeze. Just like so. Stretch them out, get a little hunch over, stretch those lats, come back and squeeze. The underhand grip, really gonna hit the lats here. Just like so. Keep the lats engaged as you come back all the way to stretch position. They're still engaged, and then pull back and squeeze. Just like so. All right, we got one more grip. Overhand. What do you think overhand's hitting, y'all? You got it, rear delts and upper traps. Just like so. So for this one, you're gonna roll a little bit higher. Instead of your belly button, aim for just under your chest. And that's really gonna hit the rear delts and the upper traps as you're doing your cable row. Just like so. And you can see I'm separating the handles here so I can squeeze. I can go past my body a little bit and get a better contraction as opposed to stopping here. If you have a bar, you're stopping here. So another advantage of the handles, you can get a better contraction. All right. That's a whole lot of rows I'm showing you here. And I actually have to give a nod to the rows, as I think they are superior to pull downs, pull ups, etc., etc. Do you need pull downs and pull ups? Absolutely, 100%. But I think cables are slightly, I think rows are slightly superior, especially the barbell rows. Stay tuned, we're gonna cap this baby. Thanks for staying tuned for this all compound back exercise video. This was a big one. Virtually every back exercise is a compound move, with the exception of maybe a pullover, and even that's questionable, right? All right, so we started with barbell rows, but that's not number one. Number one is rack pulls. Best exercise you can do for your back. You're putting the most load on your back. You're hitting the most muscles. I mean, I can't say enough about rack pulls. If you want to get big, you want to get strong, you want to blow your back up, do rack pulls and do them heavy, right? All right, right after that, and actually I filmed it before that, but how it's ranked is right after that, we did barbell rows. Barbell rows, overhand, underhand, pendulum rows, T-bar rows, landmine rows. This is a great exercise. The barbell rows are gonna put the load on your back more than any other exercise minus the rack pulls. So make sure your number one, number two exercise when you come in and do them back is rack pulls and some kind of barbell row. Right? All right, after that, we went to pull downs. Again, you got overhand, neutral, and underhand with the pull downs. It's a big compound move. The barbell rows are a little bit superior, but you definitely need to get the pull down moves and hit those muscles going this way as opposed to this way. I hope that makes sense to you. After that, we had the double dumbbell rows, and then the single arm rows, dumbbell rows, and then we finished with cable rows. Now, on just about every one of these exercises, you can move your hand position and target different parts of your back. We're gonna recap one more time in case you forgot. Overhand, rear delt traps. Underhand, lats and lower lats. Neutral, mid and lower traps, right? We need to work all those parts in our back, so make sure you're changing up your grip while you're doing your back exercises. And if you have a weak area, you know what grip to use to target that area. Usually it's lats. So for most men and women out there, go underhand, target those lats, right? If for some reason you got rear delt trap weakness, go overhand. But for most, it's gonna be the underhand grip, excuse me. All right, y'all, that's it. Blow your back up. Get those back exercises in. Don't forget to start with the rack pulls if you wanna get big and strong. Careful with the side effect of rack pulls now. All right, for more videos like this, check out our back playlist, 88 Fitness. Like and subscribe.